it's always you can never wife a hoe, but you will literally drop a relationship or your wife for one.
Good question. In most cases, that is because the man is short-sighted. He has fallen for her personality traits. Who you're calling the hoe, she has spontaneity and she's a lot less judgmental. He doesn't realize that her spontaneity and her lack of judgment comes from her low self-value. Okay, so she's spontaneous because she doesn't have any self-worth, and she doesn't care about the time it takes before she gives it up. And also, she's not judgmental because she does a lot of things that he probably wouldn't even do, and he'd probably be more judgmental of her if he knew how she truly got down. Okay, but anyway, he's looking for instant gratification, and like I always tell you guys, yin and yang, we typically magnetize the person, magnetize ourselves to us. You understand? So don't let it take away from your personal value, ladies, if a man does that. It is sad, and it means he's short-sighted. He does not see the repercussions of his actions, and he's willing to risk something that he is pouring his life into for something that is literally instant gratification, something that feels good today. That is not wise. That equates to his low self-value, which is why he manifested a person with low self-value to them. Both of them lack discipline. Typically, people are going to bring to them who they are. So when that happens, don't let it speak to your value. It speaks to theirs. All right.
My turn. Okay, valid question. I'll give you that. But ladies, how come it's always, there's no good men left in the world, but yet y'all pregnant most of the time and you're always bitching to the guy who treats you perfectly about how all men are trash and you're going to die alone? Answer me that.
Well, a lot of times we don't have accountability in our relationship. So when a relationship breaks down, instead of accepting accountability or saying what you could have done differently, we just simply blame the other person. So this is how a woman can end up with children or a lot of past relationships, but still have an anecdotal standpoint on reality and say, all men are trash, even though she knows she hasn't dated all men. This speaks to her taking accountability. Anytime anyone says all women or all men are trash, they probably have a problem with accountability. You understand? So, and this happens when people say no one likes me, or everyone normally turns on me, or they always make it everyone else. This breaks down normally to this person has not changed the way they behave, and yet they are thinking other people should accept them the way they are. And this exists a lot in cases of women where they will say, hey, love me how I am. Nobody's willing to do that. People are growing. They are adjusting. They're changing in life. They are evolving. Each person must be that way. If you're saying, well, this is just who I am, you're saying to that person, I'm unwilling to change. And most of the time, you're going to get left if you're doing that, especially if you're treating this person below their boundaries. You're crossing their boundaries. You're not treating them the way they like to be treated. You're not going to be able to keep that person in your life by saying, this is just who I am. Love me the way I am, or help me be a better person. You have to take accountability for the pain you caused to someone else, even if your intent wasn't to cause that pain. You have to understand that there are consequences for the things that you do. If you hurt a man, you break a man's heart, he might get distant towards you, and you might have to earn his love after that. I know he pursued you first, but there could be moments in which where you are pursuing him for his forgiveness in order to earn him back. A lot of times women are not willing to do that. So if they cause a problem that breaks down in a relationship, they're not willing to go back and recover that relationship by doing all those things correctly. They see that as a lot of work. And it is a lot of work having to repair a person that you broke. It's a lot of work, and some people are not trying to do that. So instead of doing that, they will simply move on and blame the person that they hurt. They will justify their reasons for hurting them. They may say, I cheated on them because they never gave me attention. They never were there for me. They never were listeners, and they'll always blame their actions on what someone else did. But you're accountable to your actions, and you always have agency, and you should never blame anyone else for your actions. Anytime you're with anyone who is blaming all of their past people for all of their problems, that speaks to low accountability. Keep your eyes open, family. Stay woke. All right. Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it's in the chaos that you find yourself. Peace.